Hi guys, my name's Kelly Reid and this is Super Senior Information Take 2. I wanted to give you some more information on why this is going to be the niche market for 2011. As you know, I did an update a couple of days ago on top tips for teaching your super seniors or active seniors classes, and I wanted to kind of elaborate on that and give you some more information. A lot of us are kind of thinking at the moment we're on a bit of a wind down over Christmas, and we're wondering what classes are going to make us the most revenue next year, what classes are going to be sort of the most fulfilling, and I have to recommend that Super Seniors is going to be definitely on the cards. It's going to be daytime work. I know I said this previously, but it's kind of like a given that super seniors, your active seniors, are going to want to exercise in the daytime. They're not going to want to exercise at night time, so evening classes are pretty much out. It's going to be morning classes or afternoon classes. This works for both community and if you're working in clubs. I've done both. When I worked for some of the top health clubs in kind of the Cambridge area, my mature movers and my prime time classes, they were in the mornings around 10, 11 o'clock, and in the afternoons, again, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's going to be fantastic times for you to be teaching, and it works in the community as well. Your venues are going to be available at that time as well. So if you're thinking, oh, you know, there's nowhere around in the evenings, all the venues are taken up with other classes, get in there and ask them about 11 o'clock classes or 2 o'clock classes, whether or not they're going to be available, and I can almost guarantee they will be. I know because I've got one new for 2011, which is going to be 11:15 on a Friday. Suits me absolutely perfect, and I'm sure it will do you as well. So get out there and start investigating. The other thing you need to understand is this is not going to be just a class. It's going to be a social event. So you need to kind of give yourself enough time before and after the class to be available. And that's to be available to answer questions, to be around for chats, and possibly, you know, organise something to do after the class, whether or not it be like a coffee morning or whether it be a lunch, something where everyone can get together. A lot of my super seniors were widowed that used to come to my classes, and it was an environment that they could come into to actually meet other people. A couple actually got together in my class quite a while ago now, and they actually got remarried, you know, and they were sort of well into their 60s and 70s, and it was such a lovely story, but they wouldn't have met each other if it hadn't have been for classes like that available. So think of it as definitely as a social event for your participants. So be around to be able to not just dash straight off and have another class going to. Give yourself a good half an hour, 45 minutes to be around to answer questions and to speak to your participants. You need to change your choreography fairly regularly. I often just work on one format per week, and whether or not that be salsa in the dance kind of part, or whether it be disco, or whether it be the jive, and we literally just go through 32 counts worth of choreography, and that's their kind of aerobic-y, warm-up-y part of the class before we move into sort of the more functional training aspects of the class. And that way you're only working on 32 counts. We literally learn it, go through it, and then do it a good couple of times so they can really grasp it and enjoy it. If you're going to then do that, the same choreography every week, they're going to get bored, and they'll soon tell you that they're going to get bored. So will you. So think of different formats each week, and you might want to run it like a 6-week course where you're doing a different format every week for 6 weeks, and then after the 6 weeks you go back to the first again and you do another routine to salsa again if that's what you did in week 1. That works, and they kind of really like that. You can almost go back to the same choreography if you wanted to, because they might find that they would like to go over it again, or they might have forgotten it. Keeping it simple is a definite. Keep the choreography, keep the content simple, but make it effective. Work in 3 planes of motion as much as you possibly can, especially with your conditioning exercises. If possible, your aerobic exercises. That's going to give them the most benefit out of their workout. So they are just my major 4 top tips for doing your super senior classes. If you'd like to know more information, or you'd like to see choreography ideas, get some information that you can take away with you and teach tomorrow, please come along to my super senior tour. Bookings are on www.choreographytogo.com, or contact me on www.kellyreedfitness.com. I look forward to seeing you there.